You can find the solution if you have the correct mindset, if you're optimistic, if you're positive, if you have long view. You'll just keep going at it with an optimistic attitude, and you'll get it when you get it. I sat out here grinding day in, day out for two and a half years before anything gave for me. It was barely 7-8 months ago when shit started to give. But guess what? I didn't even care if it did or not. I didn't care if this all happened or not. That's the secret. I was locked in, and I found the process that worked for me. Getting up early, stacking the wins, going into the workout, tracking my food, making myself look and feel good, no longer getting in my way, causing myself a bunch of regret. Even those small regrets that go on in your daily life are karmic debt. The second you're living in the past in a negative way, that's karmic debt. How many hours are you losing a day to karmic debt from little regrets, like your diet, like how you're acting to others? You have to be honest with yourself. I had to be truly honest with myself to be able to grow and make the changes I needed in my life. Where these chump motherfuckers who want to buy a fucking some form of appearance, look tough. Here I'm smoking blunts, I got all this money, and I'm a badass. And then when they really get in trouble, here come the tears, baby girl. They roll up, they see your boy. Hey, what's up, homie? You ready to put in work? Some 22-year-old punk motherfucker. No tats, no chest, no arms. What's up, dog? You ready? This is what you asked for. Big leagues, homie. I got you. You're next. You're up. You're putting in work. Because I know you, and you need it. If you fucking walk in line and be a great man, everything goes your way. Your vibrations increased. When you walk in line with your conscience, and every move you make is what your conscience is telling you, hey, fat fuck, don't have that burger this morning. Hey, go work out a little harder today. Hey, save that money. You don't need that. All these little hookups from your conscience are guiding you. But everybody wants that home run. They're living that home run life where they don't really have to listen to the small steps because some big break's going to save them. Motherfucker, if you get that big break, you're going to fuck yourself. A lot of bitches in a pen got that big break. And their big break, when we were in the penitentiary, your big break is getting out. When I finally get out, I'm going to get my life together. Motherfucker, you got to get your life together today because it's too late. Once you get your way, it's too good for you. You can only grow in times of adversity. You can only grow through the pain. So if you're waiting for the perfect time, you're going to blow it every time. You're not ready. Now you got your way and you go back to pleasure chasing. Now that pleasure chasing leads right back in the same circle. You go right back to the fucking pen because you're a bitch who couldn't hack it, who didn't see it when it was there, that it meant more to go your hardest when it's fucking everything's against you. When everything's against you and you still choose to put your heart into shit, that's who you are, motherfucker. That's who you are. These motherfucking princesses who need their way. You need your way, baby girl. Is that what you need? We make our fucking way around here. And when we wake up, if we don't see our desired circumstances, we create them. We create them. A fucking level of gratitude that raises our vibration, brings us up. And when we come around those people, they say, that's the motherfucker for the job. Why? Because I can feel it. Why is nobody attaching anything to something greater? There's something greater going on here. Don't you want to tap into it? What about that day? What about that day when you really did wake up early? You really did get shit done. You really did eat correct and you really did work out hard and you really were the best man to everyone you came across. Wasn't that day amazing? Wouldn't it make sense to recreate that day all the time if it was so amazing, motherfucker? I've never seen someone walk out the gym or finish a crazy workout and be fazed by any negativity. They just don't know. They don't know any better. And so you have to fucking enlighten them. I had to tell one of the guys one time because he would tell me straight up, oh, Bloodhound, that one black right there is cool. I like Bloodhound. And I'd be like, okay, motherfucker, don't you get this? If you like Bloodhound and you like that one dude out of this whole building of 200 people, then the probability and the chances, just math-wise, You like millions of blacks all around the world. Your world is just so fucking small, you don't understand it. So wake the fuck up before you ruin your life with that bullshit. They're just lost. And lost people need a path. They need to find their way. And that's why we're here. Me and you guys who fucking know this is the truth. Who know that broad generalizations are the epitome of ignorance. We're the path. We're the truth. We're the ones that are going to wake everybody up. And you know what? I don't like to just believe people are liars. I don't. I like to believe that people are telling the truth because that's just me. I don't like to think negatively about people. It does me it does nothing for me to do that. So I'm just like, fuck, that's some bullshit because I know it's happened both ways. So I'm going to choose the positive way. I'm going to choose to see people in the best light. This is what makes my life better, is to see people in the best fucking light, see the best in them, see their best qualities. So I don't hate on them. I hate when I hate on people. I feel so shitty when I'm sitting there hating on someone that's where the most reflection has to take place. The way we think about others, think about the world, think about our life. We have to reflect inward and say, what the fuck am I doing? I'm causing myself pain. Why do I feel this pain by hating on this person? Obviously, it's wrong. You have to fucking run from your intuition more and know when you're being wrong. All these grown-ass baby bitches throwing man-sized hissy fits, causing their normal, hardworking families to have to deal with them. Doesn't that make you sick if you're one of those motherfuckers? Doesn't that make you fucking sick if you're a bitch like that who can't handle themselves? The fact is I can help. Everybody can help. You have to build discipline. If you build discipline and positive daily habits and you attach some strong emotion to it, he had emotion. He had emotion. He just wasn't acting. When your positive affirming emotions match with your action, you will be unstoppable. And a lot of people that use drugs and have substance problems, they have so much emotion. They're so powerful within that they can't control it. It hurts me to think about because then they use the drugs because it hurts them so bad. They drink, they use drugs to dull this intense emotion, but they need to redirect it. They need to redirect this emotion. I cry every day. Every day I wake up and I have tears, but they're powerful now. They're in line with my vision, in line with my action, and this emotion is the driver. Our emotional motivators are our source of untapped potential, our unsourced tapped power, just pure power. You cannot be stopped when you use your emotional motivators. When I'm sitting there thinking, Mom, I'm going to fucking make you so proud. Grandma, I hope you're looking down on me. I love you. My wife, we're going to build this together and grow together. We're not getting in our way anymore. All that pain we cause ourselves, we need to expel it. I'm going to be here every day preaching this shit. Every day on Instagram, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on here, and more to come. Because if one person a day can say, fuck that, never again, then we're fucking good. I know the fucking pain people go through. And with discipline, with the proper routine, you can fucking beat it. We're gonna be here for you. Let's fucking go. Stop avoiding the struggle. Stop avoiding the struggle. Embrace the pain. On the other side of your pain is every answer you'll ever seek. I didn't see my mom for 10 years. 10 years. The first time I saw a picture of my mom after being down was 7 years in. She sent me a fucking picture. She sent me a picture of her in a dress because she was excited that she was going to a wedding. And her face had gotten so wrinkled over the time I had been gone that it sank in how fucking long I've been gone. And you motherfuckers don't fucking know. So don't ever do this to your people. Why do you think I talk about my people so much? This is what fueled me every day. I'm not letting you guys down. I don't care what it takes. I'm not letting my wife down. I'm not letting my son down. I don't care what it takes. Now my mom is going through the same shit with my brother. He was finally getting his shit straight. He just got back out. He was staying with my grandma and my mom at the same house in that same bed that I showed that video. That's how my family is. We're not rich. We don't have it. We just got love. We got support. My parents are still together. I love them. And they tried to bring my brother back in, even though he fucks with that meth and he drinks a lot. They tried to save him. And he's been doing good. He's been doing good. He's not fucking even trying to go back to that life. He's trying to change his life. But guess what? My same parole officer, my same one, he's not a bad guy. He had to come pull the leash on my brother, tell him, you got to go back, homie. You got to go back. And he sat in the fucking street and he cried. You guys aren't ready, dude. You think you're fucking tough? You're going to lose your life. You can't even stick to a workout and a meal plan. You can't even do this lockdown. And I don't expect you to. Nobody's ready for the penitentiary. Motherfuckers die. It's the coldest world ever. You don't want any part of this. So now my mom is having to deal with this with my brother, and she calls me for wisdom. She says, Wes, you always have the best way to look at this shit. Tell me something. I'm like, Mom, you did everything you can. We're going to make it right. I'm going to make it right. I got you guys. We don't have to worry about the small shit no more. We just have to worry about our hearts, our character, our conduct, and staying in line with the people we want to be. Only time in this life when you willingly give up your life, your time, your feeling, your heart is when you willingly break character. Then you're stuck to that moment, that regret that ensues. You did that. When you get up and conduct yourself correct every day, even if you're in a box by yourself, you feel great. I've been there. I fucking love you guys. I would not come on here and continually tell you and show you that it's real. It's real. You ain't ready. So now my mom had to see my brother cry in the street handcuffed when he was doing good. And then she calls me and she's like, it was so bad. He's going through so much pain. Good. Good. You all need the pain. You need it. If you're still fucking up, I look for the pain. If you're having levels of success, and you're not self-inflicting adversity, self-inflicting pain on yourself, you're never going to make it. You're going to start pleasure seeking for that fulfillment, and it never fulfills you. So you have to inflict that adversity in your life. The top successful people will run ultra marathons. They'll work out super crazy. Their diets are flawless because they need that. They need that adversity. They succeeded in the other areas, except internal. That's why we have to fucking limit ourselves, control ourselves. The weakest point of a man is when he is out of control. When a man is out of control, that is pure weakness. I've been there. It's helpless. It's hopeless. It's pain. It's fucking going downhill so quick. It don't even matter if you're in the gutter. If you're looking at the stars, I had the biggest dreams. I would never sacrifice them. I didn't care. Because if I woke up and I walked in line with the future I wanted to create, I was already there. You won't even notice it when you're here. When you're here. When you've made it. When you got all those things you thought you wanted, you don't even notice it then. Because every day you get to be what you choose to become. That moment you're 100% to who you're trying to create. You're him right then. When we put a time frame on all this shit and we need it so quick and we need this thing, it'll fucking always elude us. Always. There's no past. There's no future. You wake up today and you create today. You bring it in. You bring that power in, that emotion. And over and over and over in your head while you're in that pain zone, you think of your son, you think of your mom, and you say, I'll make you fucking guys proud. This ain't shit to me. I know what you've been through for me. I know what I put you through. This is for me to fucking show you how much I love you. I'll go through it all. I need you guys to know this. Your selfishness, those men who think they need those beers and they need to do this and need to do that, you're a bitch. You don't need shit other than to take care of your family and be the product they're proud of. So when they see you walk by, they're like, my dude, that's my dude. Best feeling on earth. I need you guys. I need it. I need you to not fall victim to this shit. It's a painful road and you ain't ready. The only time you're going to be ready is right now. I don't give a fuck. Nothing stops me. I don't see a route where I don't win. Even if I didn't make it this way, I would have still been in control of what I'm in control of and been swole, been happy with myself, my conduct, my daily character, and laid my motherfucking head down right at night. On jack mode, to where when people walk by choice, they're like, oh shit, that dude gets it. Are you someone who gets it? Are you someone who doesn't? I'm talking about respect. Fuck, I'm talking about across the board. Do you get it, motherfucker? And if you do, prove that you do. Your self-talk can be ethical egoism based. That means you do have an ego. Your self-talk's based on ego. It pumps you up. It tells you who you are. It tells you how you conduct yourself. But you're doing it for the general correct purpose of building those around you. This is what it is. I could go over it all day because you guys won't get it. The ones that don't get it don't ever get it. They don't get a lot of shit. They don't get respect. They don't get what they want in life. And they don't ever get why they're so down on themselves by motherfucking choice. What we identify with certain things in our head is what makes them harder or not. That wake-up time. That wake-up time I've learned to just call gratitude. I call it gratitude because I'm getting up to spend time with myself and chase my best self, to prepare myself so that I cannot be a hindrance to those around me, so that I can be an asset to my family, to my people, and bring my best self. Physically, mentally, spiritually, I'm coming with the best self I can bring every day by reflecting, by having a high level of introspection and seeing my flaws, noticing them, being accountable to them, and changing them with forethought, and then putting it into action. So that wake-up time, that new definition of waking up early, forcing yourself up to be your best self that day, that's just known as gratitude. That's all we know it as around here. Then we're going straight in to the reading of something deep that resonates with our soul. That's part of the rate of vibration increase. So we're going to increase our rate of vibration. We're going to read something that invokes our deepest emotions, or we're going to listen to some music while reading. I used to do that. I would put the headphones on and listen to something really sad, something that really just brought it out of me while reading something motivational, something quick. I don't read full stories. I don't like to disengage from my current reality. So I don't like to fully immerse myself in no reading. I just like to grab a passage that hits me in my heart, takes my breath away, hits me in the pit of my stomach, and tells me, let's go. So then I grab a passage and I put it in my heart. I let it resonate with me. I don't read books. I rewrite what I read. Some people read books. I rewrite the same books that I've read. I've read about 5 books in my life, about 5. I shared the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, and 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class by Steve Siebold. I've read like those 3 books. That's it. And then I read Meditations by Marcus Aurelius and The Art of Living, another Stoic book. But these books, I don't just read them. I live these books. I rewrite them. Don't just be the person who has the habit of just going through actions and not getting the desired result. I solidify the wisdom out of these books into my character. It cannot be done through study. It must be instilled in his soul. The knowledge must be instilled in his soul. It can only be done through life. So, more books. The Initiation by Rudolf Steiner. That's where that quote is from. Rudolf Steiner was an incarnate. He was an occultist who was literally the height of tapping into higher worlds, tapping into higher intelligence. And this is what we're after. There's something deeper than you going on. There's something deeper than you. Everybody's had that thought like, oh, I wonder what my mom's doing right now. Then she texts. We're all connected. Connect yourself on a deep emotional level to what must be done in this life. It's not about you. It's not a fucking about you. So then we go into the training. I've never seen someone leave an intense session of burpees, intense gym session, and be all pissed off. You have it instilled in you to raise your vibration, raise your frequency, get that high from the workout, that endorphin rush that puts you in a positive mind state. The second you're in that positive mindset, everything that was once a problem, you see the solution to. So if you learn to be accountable to your energy before it turns negative and use these systems that I'm giving you, this process to raise your vibration, raise your energy, raise your frequency so that you see only solutions, you'll be a solution-guided motherfucker. Habitually, the states that we exist in more often is who we become. If you exist in a negative mind state too often, you will become that. A lot of people out here exist in a bitch-ass mindset so often, they don't even realize that they're bitches anymore. And then I talk to them, I'm like, holy shit, that's how you think? No wonder you're fucked. All mindset, and we're constructing it through physical activities. Actual endeavors that will create the individual mentally that you need to pull off everything you need to pull off in this life. And then we go to the macros. Everybody knows the key to success is discipline. Macros are discipline. Tracking your food intake is the height of discipline. The key to self-mastery is through what we ingest. 5 times a day, 7 times a day, choosing to eat in a purposeful pleasure that is in line with the future you're trying to create. A purposeful manner, eating in a purposeful manner 5 to 7 times a day that is in line with the future you wish to create is going to create so much discipline. Raise your baseline discipline level so that you're able to be strong enough to extinguish all your weaknesses. They're always going to be there. I'm always going to get frustrated with people, always. The length of time that I let that window of frustration exist is going to depend on my level of discipline. I'm going to raise my discipline at the root by doing things like I suggest here. The 5 to 7 meals a day that are in line with my purpose. The wake up time, the training, getting yourself ready. This shit's coming. Life's coming, motherfucker. This shit's coming. Life's coming, motherfucker. When I was in a pen, everybody would watch me. They'd be like, oh shit, Wes is going to go stand by the door again for 45 to 30 minutes before chow. He has to be the first person in line. And I would just stand there, arms crossed. Statue. Don't need to talk to nobody. I was just testing myself, building myself. You are your best asset. When you learn to validate yourself with the characteristics that can never be taken from you, motherfucker, you will be unstoppable. These bitches right now who lost a little bit of shit or lost their fucking current situation that they weren't even probably happy with when they had it, swear that they were validated by that shit. You're only validated by what the fuck you are internally and the fucking principles you hold dear to your fucking heart. Validation of self comes from within, motherfucker. The motherfucker who knows that he's gonna get it regardless, he gets everything taken. He goes to the pen for 10 years and he comes out and he fucking gets it again. And not only does he get it again for himself, he gets it again for those around him. He's realized that if he brings up those around him, it brings up him as well. There's no more manipulation. He saw that that was a faulty route. Now it's inspiration. He's creating assets. This can be you. Everybody can do what one man has done before. Everybody can do what one man has done before. If one motherfucking man got a 6-pack in 90 days, your motherfucking ass can do it. If one motherfucking man created a $100 million company in a fucking year, then your motherfucking ass can do it. Anything that has been done can be done again. And these self-limitations, this self-imposed ceiling that motherfuckers work under is disgusting. Your goals don't care if you have 5 fucking kids. Your goals don't fucking care. You don't have to fall under the guidelines of society where a single father who has 2 kids can't be rich too, can't be ripped too. What the fuck? there's actually probably more that did it. For every motherfucker that runs with his excuse today to get out of what he truly wants in his heart, there's a motherfucker who's not running with the excuse and who is pulling it off. Which motherfucker are you, really? Wake the fuck up every day and tell yourself who the fuck you are with action. You will become that individual. I can't be broken. Wake the fuck up every day and tell yourself who the fuck you are with action. You will become that individual. I can't be broken. I can't be broken because you can't take from me what I validate myself with. I validate myself with this fucking process, this fucking program. The fact that I don't ever want to drink again. The fact that drugs have no pull on me. The fact that nothing does other than my beautiful wife and my amazing son and the people I hold dear to my heart. The people who I gave my word to, and I'd rather die than break it. All of you guys. If I've ever told you something, even through this fucking camera, I remember it. That's all you need to know. You want some motivation, baby girl? Remember what the fuck you said and who you said it to. And don't be one of those bitches who fucking sits there and blames the person he said it to like they're not worth him holding his word to because of something they did. Motherfucker, that's your word. You're only being held to your word. I've never held someone to something they didn't say. And guess what? Sometimes you don't have to say it. If you've done one push-up, if you got one little fucking tattoo, I know what the fuck you were going for. You just changed the path because it got difficult, motherfucker. And that's not how it works. Growth don't come packaged how you want it, baby bitch. Get the fuck to work. Check it out. To some motherfuckers, life has been a battle. Do not test these types of people. These types of people operate from a different capacity than you know. You need to learn to take these traits from these types of individual and apply it to your life so you can be successful. These people cannot be stopped. They don't give a fuck what it takes. Their feelings are void. They operate out of pure commitment. I've seen it in very few. Ego is correct. You need ego. If they play your self-talk on a loudspeaker, it should sound like you're the most egotistical motherfucker alive. That's what it should sound like. Don't let society drown out your power. Ego is needed. Is it ethical though? Ethical egoism is a fucking thing. Do you use that powerful savage self-talk that knows you're going to pull off everything you're after? Do you use it to build or do you use it to break down? There is only two modes on this planet, helping or hurting. And your intention is what determines that. Delivery is insignificant. I was convicted on one case of 4 violent strikes. So I have 2. If I get one more, my life is over. My life is over. If you choose to be the bitch you're choosing to be, your life is over too. It's over before it ever began. How the fuck can you look yourself in the mirror and let yourself down so much? Who do you care about? Can you put how you feel aside to make them proud? To show them what they mean to you? I can't even live 1 second without the vision of my wife and my son directly in my face. I don't give a fuck what I gotta do. You walk in that penitentiary and you hear all the talking, all the soft ass bitches talking about what they're gonna be, who they're gonna be, what they're gonna do, and they don't fucking back it up. And it made me sick. So what that did, I soaked up all that what if, all that wannabe shit that they spoke, and it just pushed me harder. Anytime I wanted to quit, I was accountable to my thoughts. I wasn't a hypocrite at heart, and I knew how sick they looked to me, how pussy, how bitch they looked when they tried to talk me into taking a day off so it made their bitch asses look better. Fuck that. I'm gonna do more today because you wanted to talk me out of being my best, motherfucker. Fuck you. I don't want to be like you. Don't you ever listen to a motherfucker that you don't want to be like. I see everybody at their highest potential because I know me at my lowest and I know where I'm at today. I know how to fucking get there. I know how to get you there. Discipline. Discipline is the only thing holding you back. Every goal, every fucking dream you ever had, your discipline is holding you back. There's no difference between us. Actually, I got dealt the worst hand. But I had the discipline to pull myself out of it. And fuck me. Fuck me. That's why I succeed. Because fuck me and fuck how I feel and fuck if I want a vacation. My family means the fucking world to me. We all know it's bitch made to continually do the same shit and cry about the outcome. Continually doing the same shit and expecting different results. It was the vision of my future family that kept me going. So you guys, if you don't have a family, when I always speak of making your son proud, making your wife proud, making your people proud, if you don't have no one, then the vision of your future family is enough. Because that's all I fucking had. And that was enough. And guess what? Everybody is so fucking saturated in their current reality and the pain of it, they forget that your imagination is real if you go through the actions to create it. I created this. I manifested it by not backing down, by listening to my conscience, living in a congruent manner to the steps my conscience supplied. We can only love at the capacity at which we know love within, we harbor love within. So the fact is, like I've said before, the fat dad who treats himself like shit, he does love his within self. The greater we can love self, the greater we can love others. We cannot give something that is which not first created within. We can only love at the capacity at which we know love within, we harbor love within. So the fact is, like I've said before, the fat dad who treats himself like shit, he does love his son. He loves his son at the same capacity for love at which he knows within, at which he loves himself. So the 18-pack he drinks, the tits he has, the lack of self-respect that he has and love for self he has, is the capacity of love at which he can pass on. So it's all he fucking knows. We only know how to operate at our known capacity. So grabbing these three tasks, your nutrition, your training, your self-reflection, your personal development, being super fucking grateful with nothing in the pen, all the way to where I'm at today, owning my own corporation and living the life of my dreams, which I still corrupt. I still corrupt this life of my dreams and get ungrateful at times. But this is what brings me back and centers me again. The fact that I know every morning I have to have this process. I have to instill these fail-safes in my mind for all the issues I have. This is a path we must take, the path of exposing our own weaknesses and overcoming them. We're only proud of what we overcome. Just because you're successful doesn't mean you'll ever feel it if your energy isn't congruent, mind, body, and soul. If your mind, body, soul, and spirit aren't congruent, you will never feel your success. So this comes from becoming before you ever acquire. The lottery mentality is real. If people acquire before they become, they will ruin their whole life. That's why I came out this time and I learned. I have to become before I acquire again. Become disciplined. Become responsible. Become a man of character. The drug dealer who makes his money in a stupid fucking way and is extremely violent, he acts like he enjoys sitting on that nice beach, but he has to do coke and drink alcohol and all the other shit just to avoid his subconscious that tells him he's a piece of shit, avoid his conscience that's supplying him all this negative thoughts and negative feelings because he's a negative individual who acts in a negative way. how to stay out of your way. Simple things like not listening to the call of your conscience when it tells you to diet more causes regret. That regret clogs your focus. It deters your focus. Now you're not 100%. It may not be as detrimental as shooting someone in the fucking face, but yeah, it deters your focus because you're living on a past event, which is, I shouldn't hate like that. Damn, I shouldn't hate like that. Fuck, I feel fat. You're causing that. So as soon as you live in alignment with your conscience, everything it's telling you, you operate out of pure contentment, pure inner peace. You operate out of the now. The now is the only thing that's powerful. That's why being real is being and becoming the future we're creating. The now actions we're partaking in now. It's not the past. The past is something to learn from, the mistakes, to reflect on, to regain wisdom through, to relearn in a positive way to take with us forward. But the actions today that are making the future is where our power lies, in the now. I chase shit, I come right out of my fucking mode of operation that's most powerful. My zone of genius is the now. Boom, right when I'm tapped in. That's when I'm heart to heart. That's when you guys can feel it. Because I'm just right there in the moment. I'm living it. That's what the moment means. Living in the moment isn't scarfing down that fucking pizza. That's not it. Being and becoming is what's real. No true businessman, no true successful man, no true successful family man should have guesswork. If you habitually create someone who's okay with guessing with something like his health, then you're fucking tripping. I don't guess on nothing. If I'm having a problem internally, I sit there for hours every day finding the answers for years straight. This is how we do it. Any answer that you got any answer easily attained is something you will not respect. Anything easily attained is something you will not respect. Nothing changed with coronavirus. Nothing changed. It just became obvious the only things you're truly in control of. There was just an illusion that we were in control of a lot more. You're only in control of you. The penitentiary will teach you that. Coronavirus will teach you that. And as soon as you accept that, you can excel at that. And when you excel at you, you'll excel at everything else. And you'll cause people to excel at themselves. This is what it's all about. This is the path. You are the path. All you motherfuckers out there, if you get out your way, you're going to be propelling yourself forward so fucking quick. When you get out your way, when you listen to a message like the one I preach or plenty of others, like I've said, I ain't a good fucking speaker. I ain't some preacher. I ain't some great mind. I'm a good listener. I listen to my conscience. I listen to my heart. I listen to myself. I listen to the universe telling me and guiding me, and then I make the correct decisions in the moment that aren't going to fucking land me back where the fuck I don't want to be. The biggest bitch on this planet, whoever the fuck he is someone who has a lot of pain in his heart from his actions, and he isn't grown enough or mature enough to steer away his loved ones or anybody from experiencing that motherfucking pain he knows. So that's why I just get pissed out here when I see a simple ass, bitch ass motherfucker who has 2,000 healthy calories to eat. And he's like, am I going to lose muscle? Motherfucker, you don't have any muscle. I cut on like 1,700 calories and stay 230. I built my muscle over a decade plus. It ain't going nowhere. I've told my body to hang on to this muscle for a long period of time. You tell your fucking body what to do. You tell it. You tell it with action. If you consistently use these muscle groups, your body's not going to just eat them up. It's not going to just eat them up for no reason. You're not going to go catabolic on muscles that you consistently fucking use. This is what long view is. This is what pain is. You're meant to experience pain every day. The pain of the world. You're supposed to feel it. If you don't feel pain, there's repercussions. It's called comfort and the bitch ass shit that comes with it. Lack of confidence, tits, pussy shit, not feeling yourself, not enjoying life. over fucking compensating of pleasure seeking that fucks you over, perpetual pleasure chasing. You're meant to feel pain. Pain brings us closer to who we are. Pain teaches. Pain has lessons attached. You understand and feel and have the fucking compassion for all the pain in the world because we're all attached. Fucking do them. You ain't pulling that shit in a pen. I can't go to yard, Wes. I'm really tired today. Fuck you and get your ass out there. You're doing more today. And guess what? After we instill that in you, you feel fucking great. You just accomplished something. You overcame the biggest hindrance you've ever had in your life. Your bitch ass feelings that hold you from being everything you could be. When the body wants to give up, the mind is just getting ready. I used to fucking exercise this on the daily in the worst of ways. When everybody was just tapped, hungry as fuck, beat up, tired, fucking going through it. I would just smile and laugh and absorb all their fucking weakness. Watch them cry and kick the door. Take all that in and turn it into more power. Hit the reset button right then. That's when I hit the reset button. Thank you for treating me like this. You know who you're creating? My self-talk is everything to me. I can't wait for it to get difficult. And then I can't wait to test myself with that self-talk to see who the fuck I am. When shit's going bad, your internal dialogue, that's who you are, motherfucker. Who are you when shit's going bad? Go into a massive workout right now. Let's see who you are when it gets painful. Oh my God, this is really difficult. These fucking men out here. Cupcakes. Baby bitch ass cupcake motherfuckers. This is actually massively pleasurable. This is massively amazing that we get to do all this. That motherfucker, I'm the hardest worker in the room. That's funny. I love this shit. Wasn't even calling it work. Work is something that you would rather not be doing. I mean, you don't even call it work. The work is the love. The work is the gift. When you refer to it that way, you're just creating it as a block in your head. There's resistance. Even though I talk about fighting, even though I talk about the struggle and adversity, at a certain point, that man who learns to take pleasure and not being pleased flows directly with it. This is what it's about. This is when you've won. You keep mistaking that for motherfucking hunger. I've been locked in the shower for 4 days and handcuffed because my cellie and the people across the way were fishing heroin on a line and they got caught. So they wanted us to snitch on each other. This is in the fucking shoe. They wanted us to snitch on each other. So they lock us in the shower. And they're like, one of you guys is going to crack and tell. We'll leave you in here for a fucking month. Nobody misses you. Nobody's going to see you. You ain't getting your mail. None of that. It's not coming. Who's telling first? Nobody fucking told. We held strong. They pulled us out in 4 days. You don't know. You don't know, do you? You think you know discomfort now because these feelings are attacking you deep in your soul? These are justified. Your feelings are justified. Breaking your character over your temporary feelings in this situation is not justified. It is not. We do not break character over situations that we can fix over long term. You're looking for a quick solution. Looting and violence against police officers that want to go home to their fucking families. You're not going to let that man go home to his family? Why are you not going to let that man go home to his family? Karma is going to be dished out. The universe has this. I get it. That injustice happens. There's pain in the world, but there's plenty of overcoming of it. Choose to overcome it. Choose to be understanding. Choose love. 2 modes of operation that humans operate from. There's love and there's fear. The anger attached to fear is a punishment we inflict upon ourselves for somebody else's mistake. You don't feel good when you're angry. I'm angry right now, but I understand my anger. It's out of frustration because I love you guys. I don't want not one of you guys to sit there on year 2 crying, knowing you got 8 years left. It is so hopeless. It's so painful. Nobody makes it. I barely made it. Every day I still barely make it. Looting and burning down stores. These people just got their stores open. They just got their stores back yesterday or the day before from COVID-19, and you burned it down. You burned it down. You piece of shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. That man was trying to feed his family. One day, the karmic debt you pay for your actions is going to be so drastic, it's either going to make or break you. I'm glad that mine made me. Like I said, I would rather die today with a heart full of love than live even one more moment consumed by my anger and rage. Bitch ass motherfuckers get on here and say, Wes, move forward. Fuck that. Surely it's greater to remember than to forgive and forget. To forgive and remember. Forgive yourself. Forgive the pain inflicted upon you by the cops, by the system, by the fucking just in general being in prison. And remember, so that you can pass on that forgiveness to others. So that you can give that love. Every day I wake up and on my Instagram and on here, I give these affirmations of hope and positivity because I'm negative. I'm real negative. And I have to overcome that battle. It's a battle I'll face the rest of my life. But like Jordan Peterson said, a great man is a man that's capable of extreme violence, but willingly forgoes that. Please, you guys, willingly forgo that. Stealing from stores that supported us when we needed them. These are hardworking individuals who tried to create a life. How much karma do you think you're going to ensue when you go steal and burn down the store of an individual who's trying to make his way? So fucking foolish, but I get it. I've been fueled by rage and it just ate me up inside. It just ate me up inside. There's two modes of operation in this life. There's two modes. There's love and there's fear. We have to operate out of love or we're going to continually sign our own ticket. We're going to sign our own fucking ticket and take our families down with us if we ain't willing to get right and drop these broad generalizations and this ignorance. Don't run from it. Stay present. The pain that you're feeling is needed. If we were impervious to pain, then we would not feel what the universe needs us to feel to develop the greatness which we have within. We have to go through this to seek compassion and understanding for all sides of this. I've been that angry individual, but I woke up. I realized that when I break character, I self-inflict a punishment upon myself. Once everybody goes through this, they will realize it. So there's a division taking place. There's no denying that. There's a division happening, and I'll tell you where I want the division to take place. I want the division to take place between the conscious, congruent individual who operates from the golden rule and his conscience, how his conscience guides him when he fucking does right or wrong, and the division between the fake hard motherfuckers who go about life in this manner, conducting themselves in a fucking foolish, immature behavior like I used to. I call myself, my old self, a bitch when I act in this manner. So when I call motherfuckers who act like this a bitch, don't take it any certain way other than that shit fits, motherfucker. When that shoe motherfucking fits, wear that motherfucker. And if it stings that you're a bitch because you're acting in this manner, then change that shit, motherfucker. All these motherfuckers are gonna pay. They're gonna pay. There's a better way. It just takes sitting down with it. If you want to break this cycle, if you want to beat the system, motherfucker, you got to become the system. You got to become that cop, become that lawyer, become that judge, step up to that podium, be that speaker, and have the correct voice. We need you. We need you to be positive and not fuck up this whole message. After this week, we're going straight back to within and how we better ourselves. I'm doing it every day. Every time you get into a negative mindset about this, please go into positive activity. Gain that PMA, that positive mental attitude, raise your rate of vibration, and come bring love and positivity to everybody around you, because I feel it. I feel the anxiety. I feel the depression. I feel all the pain, and I know the answer. The answer is positive action in the now. I look at anxiety as a hookup from the universe to keep you from going too far in the future and making up situations that will never take place. So that's a wall. That's a barrier. Anxiety is a hookup. Hey, don't go that far ahead. Focus on the now. That's where your power's at. So is depression. It's a hookup. Don't go that far in the past. You're not going that way. Focus on now. So action in the now alleviates the anxiety and the pain of the future. And action in the now takes away that pain from us living in the past in a depressed state. So what is the answer always? The answer is always now. The actions we take now. And make sure the actions you're taking now are in alignment with the motherfucking future you wish to create. If you just placate an individual and you lie to them, you lessen yourself as an individual. You lessen your word. I can't lie to any motherfucker. If they spit out their credo, if they tell me their quote, I tell them where they're failing on that. And guess what? I tell them where I'm failing. There's people who walk in and you can tell by their aura. You can tell by their energy. They won't be denied in any area, and they ain't going to let you down. If they told you something, they are going to live it. This cannot be done through study. So throw away those fucking textbooks. Vision so fucking strong. All this sacrifice you see, all this work you see is fucking irrelevant, because we know where it leads. We know it leads to creating our greatest assets internally, to the fact of if we lost everything today, we would get it right back tenfold, because our greatest assets, our form of validation, is our conduct, our character. All this other shit means nothing. It's nothing. If you're validating yourself externally, it's for your own ego to prove to other people that you're something you're not internally. Feel you don't live it, motherfucker. I can sense that energy, baby boy. I've been around that energy, motherfucker. Took the block many times from a simple motherfucker who was based off dope and manipulation. Getting his people high so he could run them. Instead of building them up so that they wanted to follow him. Instead of creating that next leader. I create leaders, motherfucker. I create leaders because that's what I want for them. I want them to walk away and be able to take care of themselves and their people for life off the fucking assets they acquired. They acquired by being in the right circle. When people talk about it's lonely at the top, this is what they mean. It's not lonely at the top if you attach to everybody's pain. People in all parts of the world, all backgrounds, all walks of life. Then it's not lonely at the top because you relate with everybody at the bottom, in the middle, in the top. Fuck all the shit. Been everywhere. Been there, done that. I've been there. It seems impossible because people talk themselves out of these goals with their fucking feelings in the moment. I see it all the time. The biggest hindrance that people have in this world is their feelings in the moment that talk themselves out of their ultimate goals. If we all cured ourselves of this, we would all achieve the life of our dreams. And that life is achieved daily just by the internal feeling we get through conducting ourselves in a manner that's congruent with our ultimate vision. I focused on helping those around me. One of the quickest ways to step out of your selfish self-talk that ends in depression, your selfish self-talk that causes you to be depressed. Oh, I don't feel good. What's my life's purpose? I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have a path, Wes. That's bitch ass, selfish ass shit. Wake up tomorrow and think, how can I serve everybody best today? And then you'll realize that you're going to have to personify the teachings if you're going to serve. So guess what? It's a fucking win-win. You level yourself up and level them up in the process. Bringing up all those around you, like I like to say, creating assets. How people leave your presence is a direct depiction of who the fuck you are as a fucking man. Leaving them with massive hope, instilling them with the energy to go be a better person. How more can we inflict positivity on the world than changing the man next to us? Changing the man next to us, one at a time, by us foregoing all these superficial pleasures that everybody calls life so that we can teach, so that we can become our best product and push it on to people to be better. How else? What is more selfless than that? I'm never going to sleep in because I want to show them we can squeeze more hours out of the day to be our best. When I break character and I'm angry with people that I love, or I'm short with people, or I'm rude to people, I'm not in alignment. It ruins my whole fucking day. It takes away from me so quick. I'm not me no more. I'm not able to operate. So I know that wisdom's across the board, and I know this applies to every situation. Appearance, demeanor, energy, actions, everything. You're getting exactly what you asked for. That negative feeling you're getting, you asked for that, motherfucker. Those negative feelings are a hookup from the universe. Depression is a blockade keeping you from going in the past because you're meant to be in the now. Anxiety is a blockade sent from the universe keeping you from going into the future so that you're in the now. Because the only thing that creates the only antidote to that pain is the action now. Whether it's depression of the past or anxiety from the future, the action now is the only thing that alleviates this pain that we inflict upon ourselves by skipping too far in the past or moving too far into the future. My whole life is based on selflessly getting rid of all my pleasures to show everyone what's possible. And we're just getting warmed up. We're just getting started. If you learn to get out of your way, if you learn to make sacrifices towards your goals and know that these sacrifices will ultimately be your greatest pleasure, when you consistently string together perfect days, you will understand what I'm talking about. Taking so much pleasure and not being pleased that this motherfucking life's a breeze. This shit's too easy. Yes, this shit's important because what attaches you to the moment more than being in the moment? Not having selfish self-talk in that moment. So many people operate out of selfish self-talk in these massive moments with their family. The shit they say they live for. The shit they say they live for. At that moment, their fucking self-talk is so selfish. That fat fuck on the beach can't even enjoy time with his kid. Can't even run around and play with him because he's sitting there thinking, oh, how bad do my tits look from this angle? What about, am I looking weird? Do I feel weird? Get the fuck present, motherfucker. And presence in this life is earned by gaining confidence. The ones that are about becoming strong and making it through the day. The ones that are about character and their word. They know that the sacrifice, the work is fucking irrelevant because their vision is so strong. Vision so strong, the work, the sacrifice is fucking irrelevant. You want success? You want some success, motherfucker? Well, guess what you're asking for? A bigger set of problems, So guess what all this is? This daily process I preach, this discipline, attaining this character, the creation of this man who's impervious to defeat is that motherfucker when everything wasn't going his way and he refused to tap. Because when I was sitting in the BMU and I didn't even have a shot of coffee, there was no books, the light was on 24 hours a day, the cell was just damp as fuck, dirt everywhere, shitty ass holding fucked up shit. I cleaned that cell like it was perfect. Wisdom is unbiased. Wisdom is unbiased. Your power comes from the application of it in this manner. Having extreme accountability and a heightened level of awareness starves the ego, removes your strengths from the forefront of your mind, and applies all the fucking wisdom to the weakness. They think the power comes from hearing it, just hearing it, when the power comes from the application of it and the duration and intensity of its fucking application, especially when everything's against you. It means more when the door doesn't open. It means more. You need to drop problems as quick as possible. Why? Why do you need to drop problems as quick as possible? Because habitually, when we sit there and think about all the negative sides of a situation, we create a victim. We create that victim mindset, and we habitually learn to just look at the negatives. We habitually learn to look at the negatives. Some of the most positive individuals I've ever been across were in the penitentiary because they learned not to dwell on shit. They learned just to move right past it. 100 good comments and just let the bad one ruin your day, you're fucking tripping. Magnify the positives in life. Magnify the positives and habitually construct someone who only reacts to and only sees the positives. I see people out here who get one negative thing wrong in their life and they fuck over the 99 positive things, great things in their life that day over the one thing that didn't go their way. Don't need shit. Don't need it. Done less. Done it with less. Having what you want. Yeah, it's riches, baby boy. Yeah, it's riches. Doing without. That's motherfucking power. I learned the opposite. I learned to make up the story that suited me. The story that was positive. And this is gained through discipline. When you gain the discipline to choose a positive spin of events over a negative one, that's how we win. That's how we shape our mindset to work for us. Most people are just choosing the negative situation. That will never happen. It will never happen. It's never happened. Then they start to drift into what's going to happen when I get out? What job am I going to have? The anxiety of the future is killing people. Now, working now is how we alleviate that anxiety. One trick, one thought, one hack, one failsafe, one gem, one quote that we attach to our mindset to cure all negativity, all negative internal dialogue, all depressed states. Everything victim mindset can be negated with this one trick, and that is to tell yourself, how can I best serve everybody today? How can I best serve everybody today? If you're out just for your gain, you will fuck yourself. Your life will have no meaning. If you're being given an intense vision you're supposed to follow from the universe and you choose not to follow it, you better believe there is karmic debt attached to that. There is karmic debt attached to that. You're supposed to step up and live your life's purpose to help guide others, and you're failing to do so. So the debt attached to that is less clarity, less visions, less purpose, less meaning attached to the small stuff. And when we don't see our lives correctly, we cannot get shit done. Consistent application of wisdom is everything. Because then, once you apply it to your fitness, once you apply it to your diet, which is the first areas I think everybody should apply it to so they truly become before they acquire, apply it to these areas and then watch how it permeates all areas of your life. It starts to bleed into all areas. I say it in every fucking video. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. I was a pro snowboarder off this same mindset. I would never sleep in. I would drive from Oceanside to Big Bear every fucking day. Every day of the winter with the goal of catching a clip on film to make my ultimate video, my ultimate vision, and create that story. A friend fucking told me the other day, he said, do you remember what you said at 16? Do you remember it? And I'm like, nah, what's up, big dog? And he says, you used to say, there's two types of fucking people. the type of people who read books, and the type of people who motherfucking write books. You've always said that you were the person who writes books and writes their own story, writes their movie, lives their movie poster. This is what we must do. That's what vision is. Everybody's form of genius is their vision. That's how we live it. That's how we fucking pursue the unimaginable and make it a reality. The way you feel internally is how you treat others. Know that. If anyone's treating you, mistreating you, it's because of their perception of self and they're reflecting it upon you. Push right past that, wish them growth, be the best you can be, and move the fuck on. I love you guys. Cure people's pain today. Think about how you can best serve others in your life. And this is a key to it. This is a key to lasting contentment and inner peace. Let's get it. To be successful, it's got to get boring and redundant and monotonous. But guess what? You learn to love it. You know what's coming so you can excel at it. Like that billionaire motherfucker who wears the same shirt every day. You can't be successful if you want to be spontaneous all the time with your baby girls, okay? You can't. You got to live militant day in, day out, grind, grind, grind. Live it. Live it. So this is what I want to teach everybody is not to let it get there. It can't even get there to where that inner bitch creeps in and you got to shut it down. This never even happens. The window opens, you know your goals, you know where you're taking it, you shut that motherfucker quick. I don't even get there no more. I wake up and for a split second, I'm like, damn, I'm a little bit sore, I'm a little bit tired. Perfect, perfect, perfect. What's up? What? This is the intensity needed to all these beta bitches, beta baby girls that don't understand that your confidence is created daily. Your confidence is created daily by how the fuck you act, motherfucker. There is no way to fucking pass off any other energy than what you did today and what you thought today and what you're fucking followed through with on your fucking list of everything that needed to be done. If one of my boys rolled up, face tap right now, I'd be like, fuck yeah, that's what you want to do, homie? Good shit. Baby bitch goes, hey, is that going to get you the job you want? Fuck you, shut up. Fuck out of here. That's the difference between motherfuckers. That's the fucking difference. I know that was the vision you had of where you're going. Oh well, you'll have to adjust. I know motherfuckers who made way worse decisions. Don't let people's fucking vision for you placate where the fuck you're going. They told me all that shit. Don't tat your neck, Wes. How you gonna get a job? Why'd you get Die Slow tatted on your hands? Fuck you. Fuck you. How about that? Hey, why you suck so bad? Why you got titties still, homeboy? Why you still okay with making 4 G's a month? You fucking clown. Why? Why you okay with that? You know there's little kids with jets now, right? It's 2020. You know that's going down out here, right? And you're choosing to be at the bottom, right? You know that, right? Yeah, get the fuck up on out of here. That's literally how I talk to most of the people I know that I still talk to before I went to the pen. Why you still there, homie? They don't even like hanging out with me. And I'm glad because I don't lower myself to be around motherfuckers who don't see that vision I see of them. I see what they could be. I see what they could teach. I see what they could do. I see everything that they can't see because I know where I came from. Bring yourself from the bottom to the top. Show everybody in your family what life's about. Achieving your dreams, living them, being your fucking best. Pass that shit on. Pay it forward. Every morning we wake up with the intention of ROV increase and distribution. I love you guys so much. You pump me up so fucking much. All the messages, all the support. I'll never stop. You know that. Jump on the train. Don't hit that bitch bell when you hit the line. Straight. Hey, I got these big goals, Wes. Ding. Oh, I quit. They were too hard for me. Ding. I'm a bitch. Oh, sorry, wife. I'm going to have tits still. Fuck that. Ding. You come across some cats in there. And that's the best part about it. Because every fucking time I came across some cats in that motherfucker, I'm like, I'm going to do this harder. I'm going to do this harder. I'm going to show up more. I'm going to get more blasted. I'm going to be more ripped. And that's the thing. These motherfuckers who just say, I'm not in competition with everyone. Of course you are. Of course you're in competition with everyone. What do you think getting a chick is? What do you think that is? You're in competition with every other man on the planet. What do you think getting a job is? Or being a personality on here? You're in competition with everyone. Yeah, I don't sit there and look at anybody's profiles. Nobody's. I don't look at not anything anyone's doing. So yeah, the competition is with myself, but I know the level. I know the level I have to step to because I'm observant. It's called objective optimism. You have to be objectively optimistic. Know where the fuck you stand and pull it the fuck off. Everything else is delusion. There's people who literally post pics on their Instagram and it looks like they're from 1985. I'm like, do you not see the difference between your page and his page? It looks like you have mental illness from what you're posting. Make sure you're your resume. From how you roll up on slow mode to how you talk to how you conduct yourself. You are your resume. You don't drop the ball. Saw very few men that whole time. Very few could count them on one fucking hand. I could count the men I did time around on one fucking hand. Straight up. Bitches! Bitches! Straight up. You'll see it. How the fuck can they not come out here and live right if they're so strong and so admirable and they're running in such a tight program? They don't. There's literally on one hand that I could count, and a lot of them were the ones that I fucking guided. I did. Straight up. This is what you need to tell those motherfuckers who are telling you, oh, you're looking too skinny on your cutting phase, when you know that you're going to cut down, get ripped, then reverse diet and look great. Yeah, there's a phase where you're not going to look how they've seen you your whole life. You're going to start to look skinny for a fat bitch-ass motherfucker who's used to seeing that round-ass basketball face in front of you. Yeah, it's going to look weird to them. They don't know. But the point is we never take advice from people who are in a position we don't want to be in. I know what you're capable of because I was at the bottom. I was out of shape. I was on dope. All the dope fiend bitches who don't want to listen to your boy right here need to start stepping up and realizing something's happening. Something's happening. It's some discipline. Discipline cures it all. When you get disciplined enough to wake the fuck up and choose purpose over pleasure, pop motherfucker, you choose purpose over pleasure, you start to be able to stop negative actions in their tracks. You get that shit at the root. When the negative thought starts to formulate, it never turns into an action. You choose the positive thought over the negative one, and you go about your day in that manner. In that fucking manner. Straight up, discipline is the cure to everything. It's the discipline. Discipline is the fucking cure to everything. People are always like, oh, how do you build that muscle? I got more heart than you. Is there a trick? I go harder than you. I have a higher pain tolerance than you. You can tell a motherfucker who's biting the ground when they're doing burpees and push-ups wants it more. The more he wants it during that individual set, the more muscle he's building. And that's why I don't place all blame on them. I don't place all blame on these lost souls, these baby girls, these little lost boys who don't get it. They were sold up the fucking river. They were never given a chance because they didn't have a father who gave them that rite of passage as a man. So all you fathers out there, make sure you're giving your son his rite of passage, teaching him how to conduct himself, making him earn his respect for self, earn his confidence, earn that shit through discipline and hard work, his work ethic and commitment. They're like, damn, run into that drink, run into that dope, that is bitch. That ain't gangster. Having that purple drink or smoking that perp, all that shit is a fucking out. It's just a fucking gateway to bitchhood. Straight up, it just is. There's no way around it. You can get rid of all that shit on your fucking own. You don't need to take in nothing. You don't think that if you quit smoking, you'd be more? What is it doing? It's really adding to you? You don't think that if you quit drinking, you'd be more? You really think that's adding to you? You really think twisting that glass dick is adding to you? Obviously, the hard drugs we know ain't adding to you. But I smoked weed my whole fucking life. Better believe I get more done now. Get more done now. Everybody's got to have their outlet, but guess what mine is? Family. Family. That's all I do on my downtime is enjoy that moment. And one of my clients said it best. He said, Wes, I get it now. I fucking get it. He's like, we were at the beach the other day. Everybody had pizza, and I'm cutting right now. The sun was going down. Everybody was enjoying the pizza. And guess what happened to me? I didn't have the pizza. I enjoyed the moment with my family. I enjoyed the moment with my family. That's what it's all about. Not blocking out the moment with anything ingested for instant gratification. Get that shit done. Let's go. And relationships are just as painful as losing your entire life. When you lose that significant other, you feel like you're losing your life. When you lose the business that you put your heart and soul into, you feel like you're losing your life. So it's the same thing. Your pain, my pain, it's all the same. So it's the same solution to get out of this. Getting out of what you're going through with the loss you've experienced during this tragedy, these tragic times, is the same solution. The same solution as me in the penitentiary. Before I went to the penitentiary, I thought I was my possessions, the clothes I wore, the stuff I liked, the stuff I did. I thought this was who I was. That's what I did. That's what I liked. That's what I had. This was who I was. No, this is the furthest from the truth. When you finally cross that bridge, you will realize the price you pay for your new life is your old one. The price you pay for your new life is your old life, motherfucker, and you gotta let it go. I treated myself like the wife I'm going to have that I'm responsible for. The biggest problem is a lot of people won't treat every aspect of their life with the love they have within because they don't realize love is only cultivated within. The love you have for self is the only amount of love you can put into your business, put into your fitness, put into your relationships. You can only give something externally at the same degree at which it was created internally, motherfucker. You got to know this. You're the source. What you can create within is the only thing you can give with. You can only give externally. If it's created within at a certain degree, you can give it at that same degree. So the way we get out of this feeling that our life has been taken is to seize our new life by giving our old one away. Give all that old shit away, give up on it, and start to harbor everything within that's creating your new future. Your new future is the assets at which you create within. The assets you create within that you'll take with you, that's who you are. So when you see me now, what the fuck do I validate myself with? I validate myself with my fucking word to you that I will be up every fucking day at 2:45 at that gym by 4 for you as much as me. Because my word is everything. Now, how many men say their word is everything, but can't pull off fucking shit? This is what makes me sick. They don't understand that we're watching, motherfucker. Everybody's watching. And as soon as you trade that bitch-ass motherfucker whose word ain't shit for that real motherfucker who would rather die than not stick to his word, you've found the secret because people tell me I'm too intense. But that's my secret. I'm willing to die for all of this. I'm willing to die for all of it. I'd rather die than not be up in the morning because I told you. I'd rather die than not be fucking ripped as fuck so my son could say, my dad's a beast. I'd rather die than not live up to every fucking thing I told my wife that I would uphold when we got married. I would rather die. And bitch-ass motherfuckers would rather fucking seek pleasure all day, have beers with their buddies and pizza, and that's what they call life. But in all reality, we're truly alive when we're close to death, motherfucker. The closer you are to death is when you're truly alive. So me knowing this, I've created the mindset where everything's close to death. Everything in my perspective is I'm willing to die for it. So guess what? I'm living. I'm living. You think pizza and beers and time with the buddies is living, you simple fuck. How does that get you anywhere? How? That gets you further away from who you're supposed to be. That gets you further and further away from who you really want to be. If I told you once, motherfucker, that I'm going to do something, you better believe I'm going to fucking do it. There's a bet going on upstairs, and they're sitting there watching all of us. They're putting adversity in our path. They're sitting there making bets. The universe is going, hey, let's make Watson be super fucking tired today. Let's make 245 come real quick. Let's make all his joints hurt. Let's see if he gets up. Oh shit, he's up again. Oh shit. You can't stop him. I got my money on Watson. How about you be one of those motherfuckers that people place bets on? How many people in your life are saying, nah, that fool's going to get it. I know that fool. That's who they know. They know your character, not your cars, not your job, not who you think you are, not your quirky choices in music and your movies that you fucking think are you. None of that, motherfucker. Who are you at heart when it comes down to it and your back's against the wall? Who can they count on? That's you, motherfucker. Every motherfucking man has a word. And the more he breaks it, the less power he has behind it. The power behind your word is exponentially increased by the days you've lived that shit, motherfucker. I'm on day 6,000. No breaking it. That's why you feel it. It's energy in motion. It's emotion. It's deep emotion attached to everything I do. Because I'm looking at it like life or death. Because I know I'm most alive when I feel like I almost killed myself with that set. I can barely make it through the day, but I still chose to. Because I got the drive. You have it in you. You have it in you. And every day you stick to your word, regardless of how you feel, you create more and more, exponentially increase that power you have within to stick through shit that bitch-ass motherfuckers will only dream of. And it's not about the result. The result is you, the power you feel within when you're like, motherfucker, you can't break me. I'm fully in control. Everybody's after that fucking self-control, that self-discipline that lets them know deep in their heart that every motherfucking thing's possible. So when I see that little girl against the wall, it just brings it back. I'm listening to MGK, a CD, that Lace Up CD that I used to listen to in the band. And it's just so real at that moment how much pain we drag our families through with this bullshit-ass selfish behavior. You know how much harder it is to get out than it is to get in? Our negative choices are so much harder to exit than they are to enter. And I'm just hoping that I can reach so many people to show them how fucking faulty this mindset is that these parties are okay. And like I told my mom, you quit, so you're good. Everybody out there who's still drinking or smoking and not thinking it's big, just know that's the gateway for your kids to use harder drugs. You're doing it. They're seeing that you're escaping reality and they don't see no difference between your drink and their pill. Dad still drinks. Mom still has that wine. He sees her out of her mind a little bit on the weekends and there's the gateway. He's able to justify that the pills he takes aren't that bad. And you got to get rid of all of them. Escaping reality of any sort is a problem. It's a problem. Because then we all see that as the weakness in another person to allow our weakness to exist. You must extinguish all weaknesses in yourself in this manner to be able to speak on it. You can't speak on it if you still use, even if it's a small amount and you have it under control. The next person doesn't. My brother's homeless. When he's out of the pen, he lives on the street with paisas in the bushes. Smoking that glass dick, stealing bottles of liquor. Like kid shit. They don't even speak the same language other than pass that bottle or that pipe. His fingers are all bulbous at the ends from heart disease, from using crazy drugs. Like his fingers look fucking crazy. I asked my mom one time with tears in my eyes, I said, Mom, what's wrong with him? What happened to his hands? What happened to him? Is he been digging in the dirt or something? She's like, no, his heart's fucked up from using all those drugs. Like, the blood from his heart, it fucking turns your fingers that way. I never knew anything about that. It's just so sad. You see them, they look like zombies. The junkies around here, the ones laying on that girl down there, they're just lost. It's okay though when you're always gonna have an addictive personality. We're always gonna have an addictive personality if we have one. You have to trade your bad addictions for good addictions, and that's what I did. That's what I did. The only cure to your addictions and your drug use and your habits is discipline. It's discipline, that's it. When you get disciplined enough through your daily process, you empower yourself. You give yourself the power to choose. To choose. When I wake up today, I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to go down that painful road again. That road was painful as fuck to me. For years, I woke up and said, never again, not today. And then something would trigger me to where I would get weak and I would choose the negative route over the positive one. But now, I don't let triggers faze me because I'm strong enough. Because I wake up in the morning and my first thought is something that just empowers me that my life is worth it, I'm worth it, and then I prove it with action and build that baseline discipline up through my daily small acts. So when my weakness comes about, I don't fall victim to my old vices, the drugs, the negative shit, the anger. I don't fall victim to it no more. I've done so good on my anger lately too. I'm so proud of it. You guys, you have to drop all this shit and not drag your family through the mud. Imagine making your mom go through that. You being in the pen for 10 years and your brother in and out. Imagine that as a mother. You gotta fucking drop all this shit to show people you can be strong enough. And you gotta show them. You gotta show them by dropping the drink, dropping all the negative vices, all the habits that get you there. The penitentiary made me fucking sick. It made me fucking sick because these were supposed tough dudes. And I would see their tears. I would see them one day say, hey, I'm not doing that shit no more. The next day they were at the dope man. And if a man only has his fucking word and he continually throws it away for a fucking baggie, what the fuck do we have at that point? We don't have nothing. I would rather die than throw my word away. Anymore, my word means everything to me. So I'm just putting it out there that you guys are better than that. Your life is so much better when you choose purpose over pleasure. When you choose to make these sacrifices for your family and just be proud. Goodness is uneventful. It does not flash, it glows. When you have that glow of goodness, your life is magic. You're no longer getting in your way with these ups and downs. I don't even want ups and downs. I just like that steady stream. Just that steady day of not getting in my way, not causing anyone else pain, not causing myself pain. I put enough pain on my mom, shed enough tears in the pen, wanting to quit, filled with regret. Bad men are full of repentance. The pen is full of fake tough guys who continually use dope and cry about their kids, cry about their family. Guess what? You have a choice today to drop all that shit. I did it. Cold turkey is possible, regardless of what they fucking tell you. And it's not a medical it's not a disease. It's a fucking choice. As soon as you say it's a choice and quit calling it a fucking disease, you're in control, motherfucker. Let's do this shit. These are the things we take for granted. All the small shit when we finally get it taken. And you guys got to get ready. You got to get ready. Don't have expectations of coming back out. Have expectations about how hard you're going to fucking kill it if you can't. That's how I won all those years. I knew I would wake up negative, so I went into something positive. Right into my reading, right into my workouts. I wouldn't let them defeat me. They couldn't take it away from me. The only way to beat the system is to become the system. Become your own self-preservation system based on discipline, self-love, and self-respect. People cannot take this from you. The second I gained a lot of power, all my power in my life, is when I learned to validate myself with the things that cannot be taken, because I've had everything taken from me over and over and over again. And guess what? You guys are getting a taste of that now. So my content is very relevant right now. You're going to have to learn to make do with what you got. The man who can excel with what's just at his fingertips is the man that understands everything to a great degree. Comprehension is key at that point. Habitually, you become a quitter. When you quit on your daily program, depending on how your environment changed, you habitually construct a quitting mindset. Never fucking quit, no matter what it has to turn into. Even if it's just push-ups, squats, and that's all you got, burpees. You have to instill that personal development program is paramount in your life. But in this fucking level of just madness is when you have to find your greatest amount of inner peace. It means more to stay positive when everything's negative. It means more to be grateful when everything's been taken away. So you're being tested. Are you passing the test? Life is a gratitude test. Life is one big test of gratitude. And when everything's taken, do you still go within and become the strong individual you need to be? Or are you waiting just to develop that six-pack and appear like you're someone you're not? I only can uphold my word because that's what I know is hardest for me. I don't like to feel soft. I don't like to deviate from the plan. The second I deviate from my plan, I feel like a bitch. And when I feel like a bitch, it ruins my life. I have to be pushing myself to the highest capabilities that I have personally. And that's what everyone must know they must do. The path of most resistance is what gives a man his power. If we choose the path of least resistance, no wonder we lose confidence. No wonder we lose respect for ourselves. We're not pushing ourselves, and progression is life. Progression is life. Nobody grows in times of comfort and ease. In times of great adversity and discomfort, that's when all the changes take place. That's when everything takes place that you're after. All the attributes, all the assets that are internal, that are going to cause you to be a successful individual are created, and your worst of times, your growth is never packaged how you fucking want it, motherfucker. When I choose to better myself daily, I see the best in everybody. I know their potential. I've seen myself at the bottom, so I know when they're at the bottom, I understand why, and I know how to bring them to the top. We bring them to the top by loving them back into self-respect and with these self-investment activities that give them their own self-love. Give them their worth, which is only fucking earned. Most people want you to lie to them. And I'm a firm believer in the phrase, don't side with me, enlighten me. Get people, help people, and push them to be their best. I would rather have these guys hate me temporarily, than to continue living a life where they hated themselves. If your intention is there, you will get it. Two people could go after the same goal. One person just trying to be jacked to fucking be the toughest guy, and his intention that, and he could get jacked, fuck his life up. But if another motherfucker gets jacked and his intention is to make all these sacrifices to better everybody around him, to push them to be their best, and to make sure that he's the example that his son looks up to, that his whole family looks up to, that's the man who's going to get the correct intention out of the same fucking outcome, the same result, two different outcomes, just by changing your intention. When we change our intention, we change everything. The universe is going to hand you everything you want in this life. The universe will hand you everything you want. And then it's going to simultaneously hand you the equal distraction. The equal distraction is going to be your greatest weakness. So for me, every day in the pen, that's what it was. The universe would hand me that inner peace that I was after my whole life. I would get it. I would attain it. And then I would be tested. I would be tested with my anger. And if I failed the test, then I fell victim to that distraction. And we're better than that. Clarity is not falling victim to the distraction. In your life, where you're going to get everywhere and be able to follow your path, is knowing that your weakness, that distraction, is coming your way, and to not fall victim to it. Do you know how expensive negative thoughts, negative actions, and negativity is? It takes away from your whole life. When you can instill confidence in another man, When you can instill confidence in your people, you just gave them their fucking life back. Confidence, lack of confidence takes away from every moment of your life. Every moment of your life. Lack of confidence is taking away 10, 30, 40, 70% of that moment, depending on how little confidence you earned that day. It's all earned that day. Nobody is inherently confident. Confidence in all these internal assets are earned every fucking day. That's why in the pen, that's why out here, I know that it's no days off because I'm not going to feel like myself if I don't go fucking earn it. We take more pride in being up for those around us than anything. If your team's failing, it's because you're failing. Extreme accountability is real. If your people in your family, your closest, are not leveling up, it's because you're not providing a good enough example to make it desirable to them. The results that you get should be so desirable that you should never have to talk them into it. I've woken up in massive negative places in there and out here, internally and externally. And it's all our choice whether we fight through it or not and find the positive side, find the gratefulness inside of us to push through that day and truly enjoy our life. Life is a gratitude test. How grateful are you? Are you only looking at the one thing going wrong in your life and fucking your day off? Or are you looking at the 99 things that are amazing going on in your life that you can use to catapult you to levels of success and just pure inner peace that you've never known? Waking up with purpose is everything. Waking up without a purpose is the most helpless feeling anyone can experience. So I'm teaching you to wake up with purpose, and that's a choice. Your vision is your purpose. Your vision is your purpose. And when your vision is clear, so are your life choices. So you got to get up and walk in alignment with this vision, regardless of how you feel. I call it conscience congruency. This is what we do it for our people. And then we're thinking about that next man that we're helping. I'm going to help cure him of his pain. I'm going to be strong enough to be there every day so that he doesn't miss a day and step right into that one day that could take his whole life. It just takes one day of falling off this program, one moment, one momentary flash of anger may seem inconsequential, but carries with it a lifetime of regret. I have to stay positive from my first thought that enters my mind in the morning to my last. I'll burn the whole fucking house down. I'm that type of motherfucker who gets a flat tire, pops all the other three, and then burns the fucking car. That's just me. I've always been that way. So I have to unmake that. Habitually, I have to unmake that by being someone who knows how to fail and just stop there and not take the whole fucking deck of cards down with me. Burn the fucking house and then warm my fucking hands. I'm the person who has to really realize that we're gonna fail and it's not completely all or nothing at that moment, even though that has fueled me more than anything, that I do make it life or death. But I do make it life or death in a positive fashion. Not that I'm going to just end my life now. People make it life or death in a negative way or a positive way. Make it life or death in the way that I'm going to live this last day as somebody who exits this planet in an admirable fashion, in an honorable fashion, in a way that people just can look over his grave and say, man, that was a good dude. He taught me a lot. He changed my life in a positive way. Have you ever given someone their self-confidence back, truly gave it to them, saw it in their eyes, and had them say, I know you hear this all the time. I know you hear it. But you saved my life. Do you know what that feels like? I do, because I saved my life. And I want you guys to know that just today you can wake up and make all these positive choices and changes that can put you in alignment with your ultimate vision. And you can go from the most negative person, which I was, to the most positive who's pushing forward. Straight, not straightened. You will never be impervious to the negative side effects of life. There's going to be negativity. There's going to be pain. The people who fall victim to their excuses are the most egotistical, self-centered motherfuckers alive. They really believe that someone who has different heights of success doesn't have financial stress. They don't have relationship stress. They don't have stress in general. That low-level motherfucker is failing to understand that everybody's going through this. Some are just choosing not to fall victim to their excuses, and they're pushing forward. Too many people looking apart and passing on the pain they know that's also real. I won't pass you on the pain. I won't pass you on the pain I knew of being fat as a kid, not being able to take my shirt off. That shit was horrendous. Your 15-year-old son who doesn't like taking his shirt off, who has slight tits, that you're feeding pizza, he feels like he wants to die sometimes. Just like I did in the pen, when my life felt like there was no way of coming back, but I still fought. Sometimes I just was like, I'd rather die. That's what he feels like. It's no different. How the fuck are you not breaking this cycle and helping him by becoming your best self and understanding that if you're overweight, you know the pain. That 46-year-old fat dad who don't even want to take his shirt off but is successful, and he knows his pain all too well because he avoids all these fun things in life. He doesn't equate that to what he's doing to his son. And then that fake-ass convict who does some time, still comes out and glorifies this shit, doesn't spend his time and put his ass on the line like myself to say, that shit's bitch, that shit's pussy. The real ones in there don't like it. They wish they weren't there. They're not glorifying it. They're not in the back like, I sure am glad I stabbed that dude and got myself a life sentence now. I'm really pumped on what we're doing in here. Nobody in there's like that. So these motherfuckers who try to still glorify it and talk about all these convict terms and shit, and they ain't even it. Like, look at these motherfuckers. They ain't it. They didn't learn nothing, and the militant structure they had in there went straight out the window when they grabbed that needle. But anyways, the main point, we're breaking the cycle regardless of what happens. Life on the line for it. Don't give a fuck. Break the fucking cycle. It's not about you, bitch. It's about your family, your people, and how everybody around you thrives from your energy, thrives from your ability to be impervious to defeat, thrives from your ability to know that you love them so much you put your ass on the line at any fucking moment for them, and you're going to push forward, never letting them be less than their ultimate potential. That's a friend. Let's fucking get it. There is a sublime feeling attached to suffering in silence. When you learn to suffer in silence, you have understood where true power can come from. In all reality, it truly takes a lot more courage and strength to suffer than to die. So many times along this journey, I just had the thought over and over of, I want to die, until I realized that my power came from getting up and choosing to live, choosing life, and choosing the thoughts I had. Instead of waking up and saying no, I woke up and said, yes, another day to prove to myself exactly who I am. You're the reason you're not ripped. You're the reason you have money issues. You're the reason you're having this pain internally, and you're the solution. You can solve all these internal questions by not letting them plague you, using them to your advantage. Suffering and feeling that pain, redirecting it into a positive outlet is everything in this life. Those internal solutions have been with you since you've been born. We aren't fucking exercising them because society is stealing your power. Society is telling you all these faulty things that aren't you, that don't cure you. I had a conversation with one of my mindset clients at such a high level the other day. For the last 7 to 10 years, he believed that he had all these internal issues. I said, those are gifts, motherfucker. Those are gifts. Those are the next pillar to your success. You've been curing yourself internally for the last 7 to 10 years, and you didn't tap, just like me. Now you're ready. Now you're ready to live your life purpose, which is be a healer and cure others' pain that they know all too well. Everybody has so much pain, and the man who doesn't admit it is in the most pain. The man who doesn't admit he's a narcissist is the most narcissistic. We get on here, and we tell all our issues. We pour it all out there because we really want to change. Accountability is the only way we're ever going to change. Mindset training is imagination. You can have the worst situation coming your way and choose to ingest it how you like, what suits you. That's why life's happening for you. That's why someone like me can look at everything as a win, and that's the winner's mindset. Don't ever get yourself caught with 3,000 plus days ahead of you when you can start today being grateful and living as the man who everybody looks up to and admires, and especially the man you admire, so you can help cure others' pain. Violence in the own household is up. Drama's up. Divorces are up. I get it, but there's a way to defeat this. You have to make sure that your subconscious thoughts and your energy is in alignment with the outcome you desire. It's got to be in alignment. A lot of people think that just because their actions are just and they're not acting out of character, that their subconscious thoughts and energy aren't poisoning those around them, causing events to take place that make them place blame on the other person. You can control the other person basically Jedi style by making sure your subconscious is affirming to them, making sure your subconscious is building them, making sure you're not driving them to act out against you. A lot of people don't know how to inwardly reflect, so they outwardly project. This is real. If they don't know why they're feeling uncomfortable because of your subconscious thoughts that are negative against them, then they act out against you. Now you sit there and you call the event something negative that they did to you, but in all reality, you drew that in. You drew it in, and I used to do it all the time in a cell, in a positive and negative way. I never felt good about fights. Whenever I won or lost, I never felt good. You have to realize this. What is a fight? What is a fight? This is someone at the moment that you supposedly don't even have respect for, that you're mad at, that you don't like, and here you are seeking validation from that individual. You're seeking validation from them. You want to beat their ass so that they know you're superior. It's just fucking faulty from the gate. Everything like this. I don't even engage in any sort of debate or argument on social media because I believe you either agree with the person or you keep it pushing. If you have time to sit there and debate or argue with something someone posts or anything like that, you're a fucking stupid motherfucker. Literally, there's no point for that. There's no point. What do you get from it? You can debate that in your head all day, but I don't do it. I don't do it. I sit there. I can learn from afar. If someone makes a good point or they don't make a good point, I keep it pushing. If they make a good point, I say, oh, I love it. You got that. That's gold. That's all that it takes. Nothing else. Anybody who wants to argue is just further solidifying that negative character of they want to argue. They want validation. Anyone arguing with you is seeking validation from you. We're accountable to our energy towards each other during a lockdown. So if one of us starts dropping, our rate of vibration, our energy starts dropping, we come up to the other individual. We're like, hey, my bad. I know you can feel that. I have strong ass energy. And my wife feels it very bad. I go up and admit it right away before it turns into subconscious negative thoughts. When we sit there and think and poison our future with the people we're closest with, a lot of people do that in their work environment, at home. They poison the future they have with this individual by sitting there thinking negatively about them hours of each day. And then they construct this person into something they're not. Literally. This is the most flawed shit we can do. We need to use our mind to benefit us. And in all reality, you can get your outcome by just finding something positive in this person, building them somehow, or using them as the test. The universe is calling you for your level up. So they're putting these people in your path. Your path is to recognize their energy before you even get there and know what they're about. That they're about to say or do something stupid and how you're going to react. So how you're going to react is one of two ways when you come across somebody who doesn't match your energy. The first way is when you start to evolve, you'll be like, hey, I'm just going to avoid this person. But when you've made it really far, when you know your triggers, when you know what's coming, you use that person for your next level. Your next level is that you are going to flip that person. They're going through something. They're going through some pain, or they wouldn't be acting like that. Let them speak to you. Talk to them. Let them open up. And then flip them. Show them. You can't tell them and yell at them. You got to let them embrace and share with you what they're going through, and then flip them to a positive mindset by letting them show their fault, letting them show their pain. In all reality, all states, all internal states, people who don't cure themselves with internal reflection, they hurt others with outward projection. And that's what's going on when people act like this. If you just know that simple quote, if you don't learn to internally reflect, then you will outwardly project. And this goes for all negative states. All negative states. And it goes for all positive ones too. If you internally reflect to make yourself feel so great inside through these steps of life that increase your rate of vibration, your exercise, your diet, the reading, the positive affirmations, getting rid of negative self-talk, then what you can do is project onto people positivity and energy, and just give them all your hope and everything good. You can choose to make your mark on people before you ever even speak to them. It will be your energy that you've been cultivating within. That's how these videos work. I have been stacking wins all day. So I come in and I inject everybody listening to this with the ability to go stack wins. You can't fake that. You are who you are that day. Make sure your subconscious is getting you where you need to go, whether it's employees, family members, anyone you're around on this lockdown. Make sure your subconscious is creating where you want to be, the future you desire, because the actions are going to ensue. Thoughts create things. If you continually fucking think this way about your partner on a lockdown, you guys aren't going to make it. Me and my wife have almost not made it through this lockdown. That's being honest. And that's painful as fuck because she's my fucking life. And I don't want to see any of you guys go through this. So please take my advice and make sure that you're 100% truthful with what you want. The biggest problems humans cause themselves is to try to convince their mind of something their heart knows is a lie. If you guys get in an argument today, this week, this month, please skip to the end result and just think what you want. If you want to still be together, then act that way. And if you want them in your life for your future, then think that way. And if you want them in your life for life, then possess the energy of drawing that person in and showing them how loved they are. That's actually a good way of looking at life out here. Are you going to argue with that dude? Are you going to even get into that with that person? Because literally, if you are, you better be willing to stab them. So filled to the brim, overflowing with negativity and hate, pure hate that turned into violence my whole life until I was introduced to what I call the 2020 self-discovery process that I share with everybody on here every day. And that's building ourselves through stacking all these small wins, regardless of where the fuck we're at. These pussies are getting killed out here. Walked by a pussy earlier today, told me how early he woke up today, why he was so tired. I said, damn, baby girl, I've been up at 2:45 every day for the past 13 fucking years, and I don't never tell myself I'm tired. I never tell myself I'm done, and I never tell myself I'm doing too much, because guess what? The keys to success, they come from that answer, which is more. The real ones always want more. They see more as more fucking wins, more fucking wins. That's what we're about around here. More wins. We don't even get into that victim, negative, bitch-ass mindset. The real power comes from jumping from win to win. The second you're falling victim to your own mindset and you're going negative, the internal dialogue's failing, you're going straight to, you can't pull it off, this is difficult, da-da-da. You fucking go straight into another win. It doesn't have to be the most massive win, and that's where everybody fucks up. Everybody's fucking thinking that home runs have to be hit all the time. These base hits are everything. These base hits build those internal assets. All these simple bitch-ass motherfuckers are dreaming and wishing for discipline. They're dreaming and wishing for mental strength. And I'm telling them it's from all those small steps you're overlooking, baby girl. So get that fucking daily process in line and realize you don't raise to your goals. Your fucking goals fall and your level of strength falls to your personal daily habits and your system. Motherfuckers always dreamt of buying their mom a house. What stopped them? What stopped them? All the shit that they desired. So what was once the most selfless endeavor that they dreamed of doing was failed. The plan dropped because of what? The snacks they wanted, what they wanted to do with their downtime, everything that took them away from being their best potential. Them selfish bitches don't realize that their true power comes from those emotional motivators. And there's no guesswork in this life. There's no fucking hiding. When you're proud of yourself, guess what they are too? And when you're not, guess what they aren't either, motherfucker. I'm so proud of a motherfucker regardless of where they're at in life. Regardless of where they're at, if they're sticking to it and they never look back. Never look back. You go back to the holding tank, and since your mind's just playing tricks on you, my mind's my worst enemy if I don't get into action, but I've learned to look at that as the hookup. That's that notification for self-preservation. That's the universe looking out for you. Hey, wait, Wes, you're meant for more. Get these push-ups. Understand them greater. Understand what you're doing, who you're creating, all you can be. I'm putting this in your way. The universe only hands you what you're capable of overcoming. And if you're being handed difficult situations like we all are, that's the call. That's the call from the universe for us all to step up and be something greater, push forward the human race and evolve ourselves. Hire for attitude, train for skill. I go for those people who don't have excuses. I give them a task and they just find any way to get it done. That is who you want on your team. Those type of people. The people who have excuses right off the bat, they're not going to get fucking anywhere because it's all mindset. Everything is about mindset. I wanted to get jacked in prison and everyone said you couldn't because there's no food, no weights, but we still found a way because we read more. We applied more. We know that the more you know, the more you fucking grow. So we just kept going, kept at it. Never fall back from that vision that a motherfucker had to be the best fucking product on that yard. The best product. Bam, look at Wes. Fool's jacked, fool's blasted, fool knows it. I'm going to listen to him. We fucking create our space. Create your space by dominating that shit. Don't just fucking try to fucking tell people you're something. They'll tell you when you're doing it. I took the coaching route because in there I was a coach too. All this shit started in there. I fucking built the motherfuckers up around me from bare fucking bottom motherfucking feeding motherfuckers. Bottom feeding motherfuckers. Motherfuckers who had no self-worth, grew up in group homes, and we instilled them with work. Just gave them every piece of power they had just by fucking the daily wins. The smallest shit. We're going to stand by this door. We're ready for chow. We're going out first. We're coming back. We're smashing those burpees. Daily fucking plan. Leaving nothing up to chance. I don't leave shit up to chance. Muscle is built in 40 to 70 second increments. If you can do a 40 to 70 second set with as much weight as possible, you're in the fucking money for building mad muscle. If your sets aren't lasting 40 to 70 seconds, you're not in the hypertrophy zone. Hypertrophy means you're building fucking muscle. The breakdown of muscle tissue and the recovery of it, the building of it. So you got to know these things. You don't even believe it's possible, motherfucker. That's the level we're at, where you don't think this is humanly fucking possible, and that's where you should operate at. That's where humans need to go. That's the level of evolution that we're after, which is anything that fucking has never been done, we're taking it to that level. Guess what? They don't think it's possible to work out every day, 365 days a year, for 13 years straight. So I'm going to go 20, and then I'm going to go 30, and then I'm going to go 40. It's the rest of my life. When you say never again to shit, This is how you program your mind to be unbreakable. Never doing it again. Never drinking, never smoking, never missing a day at the gym. None of this shit. All the shit that holds you back, all that pleasure chasing, bitch ass, soft ass motherfucking shit that turns a motherfucking soft ass bitch into exactly what he don't want to see in the fucking mirror. The day I even eat too much, I'm at such a level and I'm so heightened that I understand this shit because I don't take in anything other than clean food, workout, and positive affirmations. The key to self-mastery is through what we ingest. So I'm so strict about what I ingest so that I can see the outcome from the variables I take in, and I keep them very simple. So the second I even overconsume food, my third eye closes up. I no longer have that attachment where I'm feeling the universe like I do now that can just bring me to tears and make me never deter from my goals because I see my son's face. I see my dead grandmother. I see everybody that loves me at that moment. It's infinitely powerful. The universe is infinitely powerful. We tap into infinite intelligence through gratitude. Gratitude kicks the door down to infinite intelligence, and gratitude is action. You guys must learn to get up and earn. Get up and earn these great feelings. They're not given. Put your heart into everything and you'll feel 100. If you want to walk around at 100, you have to put in 100. This is what's so sad, is they tell these kids and they tell everybody that society should accept you. Now, is that the truth? In your fucking heart, do you just accept people who don't put the work in? When you go to your job, do you accept that next man who's not putting the work in? It comes down to intensity. How intense are you in that set? Is it life or death? Are you biting the ground during your burpees, during your push-ups, during your dumbbell presses? Are you just squeezing out every last rep? Intensity is everything. You have to come to what you couldn't do anymore and choose to do more. Progressive overload is the precursor of muscle growth. Progressive overload can be more time under tension with body weight or the same weight, so a longer set. And progressive overload can be more foreign resistance, more weight. A lot of motherfuckers are always saying, oh, when does it get easier? It doesn't get fucking easier. The window will always open. That negotiation will always start. How quick can you shut down the negotiation? How quick can you close the fucking window? That's the power. In all reality, I wait for those days where I can't get up. I'm too fucking sore. I can't fucking move. And I choose to. Those days make me the most proud because I'm about the internal shit. The external shit's easy as fuck. The internal shit is what makes us proud. Through commitment, we reach fulfillment. Through the contrast creates the fulfillment. Like if there was no negativity, positivity wouldn't exist. And these simple bitches are trying to wish away negativity. So in turn, they'll never find the pleasure that comes after pain. You have to live this way. You have to be honest. You're creating a narrative in your head that's not supporting your outcome. I wish this wasn't the way it is. Well, it is, motherfucker. That's how the universe is created, motherfucker. If you try to wish away the way shit works, the universal truths, you can't walk in congruence with the power that comes with them. When you walk in congruence with the power of the universe, you're infinitely powerful. The fact is, it's always going to be a struggle. There's always going to be problems. And there's always going to be motherfuckers choosing to overcome them. And those motherfuckers learn what life's about. Internal assets created. I'm it, motherfucker. Being and becoming over appearing and acquiring. Appearing and acquiring leaves you fucking empty. Being and becoming, you could lose everything externally and still be so fucking proud of yourself. Ain't nobody could tell you nothing. Nobody could tell me shit. I could lose everything today and build it all right back. Like I did, motherfucker. Like I did. Same fucking hard work, same work ethic, same assets, different path, motherfucker. I had to go down the wrong path to find the fucking right one, motherfucker. You can't walk two paths at once, motherfucker. Why the fuck is everybody falling victim to this cognitive dissonance? these conflicting belief systems. You're either committed or you're interested, you fucking bitch. This is it. Commit. Realize the power behind your sacrifice. Sacrifice enriches life. Sacrifice creates fucking paradise. Let's go. Energy exchanges everything. You're doing it to yourself. Every problem you're having in life is incorrect understanding of rate of vibration and energy exchange. Sit and meditate on that. Every time you're having a problem, did you get what you were asking for? More likely than not, everybody always gets what they ask for, whether it's with their energy, their thoughts, or their actions. And once you've transcended all these phases and you're accountable to energy, you will get your outcome and everything you're after in life. I love you guys so much. Stay tapped in. Stay tapped in and fully accountable. Learn, reflect. You will fucking make it to every height you can ever imagine if once you realize that you're holding your back simply by not speaking the language of the universe, which is energy exchange. Let's go. So the level of sophistication built, the level of foreseeing a system built is so fucking critical to what I built out here. I see a system and I expand on it. I can see a system taking place and I can overpower it mentally. I can outthink it. I can outrun it. So that's what you guys have to do. You have to see the systems taking place out here and you have to expand on them or overtake them. Actually be better. It's called objective optimism. If you see a route you want to take, you see the level that someone's at, you can just choose to beat them or you can expand on it. You have to learn now that when you're bored is when your vices come in. Your weaknesses come in when you don't stick to a non-negotiable program. My program is non-negotiable because it strengthens me. It builds my baseline discipline so that when my weaknesses come, I'm strong enough to say, fuck no, because I've been disciplined since the moment I woke. I was the worst. That's why I know you can be the best. I was the worst. So that's why I know you can be the best. How far I've come, you're going to smash me if you listen to this. You're going to go way past me. Younger cats picking this up, they're going to kill it in life. Seeking growth in their 20s, I was an idiot. This is the reality of it. And it happens often. People die often of boredom. And not finding self-respect through a program. Not finding self-love through a program. That shit's earned daily. Your self-love, your self-respect is an exact exchange to how much you put into yourself today to earn your self-respect and earn your self-love through a process that only your conscience is telling you. Hey, Wes, get up earlier. Hey, Wes, go harder in that workout. Hey, Wes, you shouldn't eat that. When you start on those simple guidelines, and then just learn to remove all vices, trust me, I'll change your life with this. And then you come to people like myself and we heighten the variables. We give you more detail. Now we work into mindset training. We live from abundance now. We do what we want done to us in all ways. I fucking start to feel like shit if I think bad now. It's the same pain as when I used to act bad. That's when you know you've leveled up. I'm able to raise my stress management level by living in such a stressful environment and still choosing the great route. If you live in a negative household and you choose positivity, you're habitually constructing someone impervious to negativity. If you consistently see negative stuff online and you just don't let it affect you, you choose to not let it affect you, you're creating someone who lives amongst negativity and chooses positivity. This is how we win at all times. It's all a perspective change. You can turn anything into a win. Mindset training is imagining and creating belief systems that assist you in your goals, in the accomplishment of your goals. All too often, everybody's creating the narrative that defeats them. Oh, look at this negative comment from this person. Who gives a fuck? There was 99 positive ones, and you chose the one negative one? That's a massive flaw. you're going to bring that shit home to your kids, to your partner, to everybody. Learn to see the 99 positives. See the fucking bad. See it. But say and react to the good. See the bad, say the good. Be stronger than that. When you get this shift in perspective, everything in your life changes. The world opens up. All of a sudden, there's just a bunch of opportunities and wins taking place, opposed to perceived losses and victimizing. Violence is always going to take place. Negativity is always going to be there. The way that it affects you doesn't have to exist. If you have that drug problem, you have to realize, us addicts, when we flip these addictions to positive addictions, oh, we're so strong because we're fighting deep emotions. We're getting high to block traumas that we're emotional about. We're pushing those emotions down. When we use those emotions and we use them to motivate ourselves, to create that greatest vision we have of our future, we're the most powerful we've ever been at that moment. Because those emotions are how we tap into our most raw strength. We need that for the setting, just the setting. But the reality of your vision is the feelings internally. So mine always went more towards how I felt in the moment, my energy and how others perceived it, my demeanor, because this is what ultimately shapes the vision. Like I've said before, personal development is the key to success. We will never find a level of success that exceeds our level, our personal level of development. So these characteristics, understanding energy, understanding correct demeanor, that you're approachable, you're kind, you're knowledgeable, you're wise. Yes, there was a car there. It wasn't the main focal point. Yes, I was running up and here was my son. I was a father figure. So my vision was always based off of the internal assets that I was creating. It was never the things. Yes, I had to attain these things to make the vision, the grand vision that I'm experiencing and I'm seeing. But the fact was, as I got to know myself better and better, my philosophies that I share now are all internal. So now my vision makes complete sense. You have to follow your vision to a T. You have to imagine these internal assets you're creating. These are the ones that matter. The cars will go, the places will go, the muscles will go, everything will fade. But your internal assets can never be taken. And this is what keeps you impervious to defeat during times of adversity. The accountable bottom of the pyramid to the accountability to thought in the middle and accountable to energy at the top. When we're accountable to our energy, we don't even get into the thought and we definitely don't even have to think about the action. But the point being is you already have it all. Why can these guys in prison do 15 years with the same kitchen job and have more inner peace than motherfuckers out here who have everything? Because they make it non-negotiable. The second you tap and you say, I need time away from my family, that's where your level up was going to take. The second you say you need a day off from the gym, that's where your level up was. The mental, emotional, and physical level up is right when you can't take it not one more second. Clarify your vision. Understand you are the internal assets over the external ones. These internal assets can never be taken from you. I can't lose because I refuse to. Clarify your vision, plan with precision. So all the small, normal, daily actions, accountable to actions is the bottom of the pyramid. Next, we're accountable to thought. If we're accountable to our thoughts before these actions, we won't have the negative self-talk that talks us out of it. We'll wait for those thoughts to materialize and we'll shut them down. I don't want to get up today. Oh, well, Wes, life happens for you. Here's your level up. Our level up in life is always going to come from the non-negotiable acts because everybody wants to tap out. They go 5 clean days on their diet. Oh, I deserved it this weekend. That's a self-imposed ceiling. I had that sheet up and I would try to just sleep all day. I was in so much pain. And that's why I'm saying, how long are you going to wait? I'm telling you what works. It's action. Stop trying to solve life's problems in a negative mindset. Stop deciphering life's problems in a negative mindset. Flip your mindset with positive action. Even if it's 200 push-ups, even if you can only do 50, get that blood flowing. It's built inside you to flip your mindset with positive action. Positive thought can never trump negative thought. Only positive action can trump negative thought. We all have negative thoughts. These negative thoughts are put inside of us through creation. The universe is sending you these signals to keep you moving. Like I've said, they're notifications for self-preservation. That's it. As soon as that negative window opens, shut the window with action. Don't let it exist too long. The longer you keep that window open, the more it becomes your personality. You will habitually construct a subconscious that jumps straight to negativity instead of straight towards positive solutions. I kept quotes handy. I have a quote page handy everywhere I go just to give me that right frame of mind when I'm slipping. I have a book everywhere I go, a positive one, just to flip through and grab something, grab a gem. There were so many years I was in that cell in tears, and I would just flip through these books like, please, God, please, send me something. Send me something. And it was so bad. There is record anxiety attacks going on right now. Record depression. There is record panic attacks. People don't know what's happening. They're failing to act. Low vibration individuals during a lockdown get crushed. It will crush you. You need to know that you can heighten your vibration at any time. Positive thoughts, positive actions, positive affirmations. You can heighten your vibration through these activities. It must be done. I'll keep preaching it. This is what will work. Quit looking anywhere else. Quit looking anywhere else. Look right to the floor. That's what's going to get it for you. I wanted love so much my whole life, true love, and I lost it so many times that I really just sat down and said, I'm going to love myself. I'm going to give it to myself. When I gave it to myself, I got it everywhere else, and I saw it everywhere else. Your perception of me is a reflection of you. I keep saying that because if you're seeing the world negative, it's because you're treating your world negative. If you treat your world positive, you'll see positivity in the world. If you get wins all day, you'll see winners all around you. If you love yourself deeply, you'll have deep love for everybody around you. I look at what most people call difficulty as the most pleasure possible. I take pleasure in not being pleased, and that's where I want you to be. I want you to wake up with the hardest day possible. Smash every aspect of it and feel that pride I talk about. I want you to look in the mirror and just be like, that motherfucker can do anything. I love when a motherfucker's pumped on himself. I love when a motherfucker says I can't be stopped. I love when a motherfucker sits there and has a fucking ego on him. I love it because I know it's needed. That needed ego has to be ethical, but it's needed. It's deeply needed. I lost all that fear probably a year or two in because I built myself fearless. I walked into every challenge that I ever had knowing I'm going to give it my all. That's all it takes. You don't sit there and hesitate. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. That's why we walk right into that motherfucker. It's not a battle with others. The battle's within. When you conquer that shit within, people notice that. They notice that vibe. They notice that ROV, that rate of vibration. They notice your aura. They know this motherfucker ain't gonna go out easy. And that's it. I'm not even talking about fighting. I'm talking about life. I'm talking about hire for attitude, train for skill. The people who come on my program and thrive, I can sense it in them. They ain't gonna tap. They're ready. They're just like, I'm fucking sick of where I'm at. I'm ready. I love when they're just like, Wes, I've been being a bitch. When you call yourself the fuck out, I know on the other side of it, you know that you can change it moment by moment. Bitch this moment, beast the next moment, never going back, motherfucker. That's what it comes down to. What's hardest, motherfucker? Comprehension. A lot of these dudes show up every fucking day showing up. Not getting their desired result. Showing up to a job, not getting the pay they want. In a relationship, they're not attracted to their partner. This is the fucking problem. Habitually creating someone that doesn't get their result. And they put the work in. So now, they're okay with the work and not the fucking result. I ain't okay with that. I'm not okay with you living like that. I'm not okay with me living like that. I'm not okay with fucking being around that. Your vision is not fucking negotiable. It's not. It's not fucking negotiable. That's your life's purpose. I follow everything to a T because I'm like, if I leave now, I'm going to fall here. This is what it's going to do. I'm lining up everything perfectly because I have so much faith in above that they're sending me on this path that I don't even question. I just fill in the blanks. I just seek to put my whole heart into the path I'm being given. And guess what? We ended up at the top, motherfucker, and I want you guys there. Understand that every fucking thing you do is under your control, and you need the only way you're going to find that inner peace, you're going to find that way to happiness and contentment is when you get a goal that commands your thoughts. It liberates your energy and inspires your hopes and dreams. Get this shit the fuck done. That's how you operate in the now. We're only powerful in the moment. I love you guys. Fucking get it. Our job is to get handed this trauma, handed this setback, handed this adversity, and overcome it. Then we're supposed to pass on the wisdom we gained from this journey of curing our pain to those that are still experiencing that same pain. We know all too well. How is everybody missing this? We're all healers. We're all healers. These aren't problems. These are the gifts. These are the textbooks written in the stars, handed down to you from the universe to push us forward, to strengthen us. Everything you're being handed